Breaking transfer news. Manchester United's deadline day is packed with surprises. From a shock Barcelona signing to Tyrell Malacia's exit and Lisandro Martinez's injury, we've got all the updates you need. Stay tuned. Manchester United agree unexpected double transfer on deadline day. Man United weren't expecting any further academy loan departures, but a late deal for Sam Mather has been agreed. Manchester United have agreed an 11th-hour deal for Sam Mather and Lewis Jackson to join Tranmere Rovers on loan. The Manchester Evening News reported 2 weeks ago that a move for Mather would depend on his fitness and a late deal was arranged for the youngster on deadline day. Mather was absent for 3 straight under-21 games across November, December and January due to injury and has impressively scored 3 goals since his return from injury. The 20-year-old has outgrown under-21 football and joining Tranmere on a straight loan for the remainder of the season. There is no option included, will be helpful to his development. Jackson has also joined Tranmere and the United youngsters will look to progress in League 2. In August, Mather signed a new 3-year contract with the club that will expire in the summer of 2027. His previous deal expired in June 2025 and he was given fresh terms on the back of a promising season and being involved on the preseason tour of the United States. The forward was a key player for the U21s in the first half of 2023-24, scoring 6 goals in 9 games, and spent time with Rochdale on a flexi loan for the second half of the campaign. United created a flexi loan system in 2023, which allows youngsters to gain senior experience whilst remaining involved in the day-to-day environment at Carrington, and Mather scored twice in 10 appearances for Rochdale, who finished in mid-table in the National League. Mather was increasingly present in United first-team training before signing for Rochdale on loan, and was involved with the senior squad in sessions at Carrington again before his injury. Mather also started every game in the successful 2021-22 FA Youth Cup campaign. January transfers 2025. Every done deal as deadline day closes and window slams shut. The January transfer window has officially closed with some huge money spent by Manchester City. Tottenham making a number of big late moves, Marcus Rashford being the big story and Arsenal and Liverpool both keeping their powder dry. The 2025 January transfer window is over, and Premier League clubs have been typically busy. The headline act was undoubtedly the Marcus Rashford saga, as he remained exiled at Manchester United. In the end, after talks with Barcelona and AC Milan, the England striker leaves Ruben Amorim behind to stay in the Premier League, with a loan switch to Aston Villa. Manchester City started the month by confirming the arrival of Argentinian wonderkid Claudio Echeverri, who was signed by the reigning champions last January but stayed with River Plate before arriving at the Etihad Stadium this month. Things got a whole lot busier towards the end of the month with Abdulkadir Kuzanov, Omar Marmish and Vitor Reis joining for a combined cost of more than £150 million and Kyle Walker joining AC Milan on loan. Nico Gonzalez was the final piece through the door, smack bang at 11 p.m. on Monday night. Tottenham were also forced into early action, adding Antonin Kinski to their ranks. And late in the day they landed Bayern Munich's Mathys Tel, after he performed quite the U-turn despite interest from United and Arsenal. Liverpool will be breathing a sigh of relief meanwhile, with Real Madrid abandoning their pursuit of Trent Alexander-Arnold, who has less than 6 months remaining on his contract. No incomings have been seen at Anfield, with young stars allowed to head out for more minutes. Arsenal and Chelsea have both been relatively quiet, certainly when it comes to incomings, despite there being plenty of noise surrounding both and their respective pursuits of attacking stars. Here's all the signings across the Premier League during the window. Ins. Daniel Malin, Borussia Dortmund, £20 million. Andres Garcia, Levante, £6 million. Marcus Rashford, Aston Villa, loan. Marco Asensio, PSG, loan. Axel Disasi, Chelsea, loan. Outs. Lewis Dobbin, Norwich, loan. Jadon Philogene, Ipswich, £20 million. Diego Carlos, Fenerbahce, £8.5 million. Tommy O'Reilly, MK Dons, loan. Emi Buendia, Bayer Leverkusen, loan. Louis Barry, Hull, loan. Joe Gauci, Barnsley, loan. Jan Duran, Al Nassr, £67 million. Kosta Nedeljkovic, RB Leipzig, loan. Samuel Eiling Jr., Middlesbrough, loan. Sil Swinkles, Bristol Rovers, loan. Bournemouth Inns. Matai Akinboni, DC United, undisclosed. Kai Crampton, Chelsea, undisclosed. Julio Soler, Lanus, undisclosed. Zane Silkatdubary, Chelsea, undisclosed. Outs. Lewis Brown, Salisbury, loan. Finn Tonks, Farnborough, loan. Philip Billing, Napoli, loan. Max Aarons, Valencia, loan. Mark Travers, Middlesbrough, loan. Brentford Inns. Michael K. Ode, Fiorentina, loan. Outs. Ashley Hay, Cheltenham, loan. Valadetican, Cheltenham, loan. Jaden Meghoma. Man United transfer news live. United eye Barcelona ace as Mathys Tel agrees move. Express Sport provides all the latest Man United transfer news throughout deadline day. Manchester United enter transfer deadline day in desperate need of attracting attacking reinforcements to Old Trafford, as unlikely as it seems. The Red Devils have sanctioned Anthony and Marcus Rashford's loan exits without replacing both, leaving the prospect of new firepower arriving before the clock strikes 11 p.m. It's been a case of 2 in, 2 out regarding first-team players in January, with Anthony joining Real Betis and Rashford landing at Aston Villa. While there is no pathway to make the former's deal in Spain permanent, Villa have the option to buy Rashford for around £40 million. Lecce left wing-back Patrick Dorgu has joined Ruben Amorim's squad for an initial £25 million plus £4 million in potential add-ons. And United have poached another of Arsenal's youth talents in 18-year-old centre-back Aiden Heaven, who is considered a first-team signing. But what could happen within the next 24 hours? United are trying to send Tyrell Malacia out on loan, while Alejandro Garnacho's future has been a hot topic throughout the window. In terms of incomings, the Red Devils are actively attempting to bring a new forward to Old Trafford. Bayern Munich striker Mathys Tel remains keen on a loan, but the Bundesliga giants have yet to sanction his exit. There is also reportedly interest in a Premier League star. Express Sport is here to provide all the latest Man United transfer news live. Follow regular deadline day updates below. United youngster heads for Stoke. Manchester United teenage midfielder Ruben Curley is reportedly set to leave for Stoke City in a permanent move. Curley is out of contract at the end of the season, although United have an option to extend his deal by a year. According to Football Insider, Curley, 19, is now set to seal his move to the Potters in the coming hours after undergoing a medical. Reason why Man United didn't sign Tel. Manchester United reportedly decided against signing Mathys Tel on loan from Bayern Munich because of the deal represented an expensive risk. The Red Devils were locked in talks for the 19-year-old before it emerged the deal had been called off, with Tel now set to join Tottenham. According to The Times, United balked at the £5 million loan fee Bayern demanded for Tel, as they considered it to be an expensive amount for a player who is largely unproven. With Marcus Rashford and Anthony both leaving on loan, United will have fewer attacking options to rely on in the second half of the season. Man United issued transfer update with just under 4 hours to go until the 11 p.m. deadline. Manchester United have revealed they don't expect to make any further signings in the January transfer window. But that's not to say it won't happen. We've been here too many times to know that a last-minute deal can crop up. Still, as our Manchester United expert Alex Turk EXP. Man United transfer news live. Tyrell Malacia exit. Striker decision. Lisandro Martinez injury blow. Manchester United's January transfer deadline day brought to you by the Manchester Evening News as Old Trafford prepares for a busy day. Manchester United have reached deadline day with work still to do in the January transfer window. According to reports, United have had a loan approach for Chelsea's Christopher Nkunku rejected, while outlets elsewhere claim that contact has been made over Dusan Vlahovic. Marcus Rashford's exit from Old Trafford was confirmed yesterday after a torrid month and a half. The winger completed a medical at Aston Villa on Sunday and was officially unveiled. As Rashford heads for the exit, United have their eye on bringing in a forward in the final hours. Bayern Munich winger Mathys Tel is on the Reds' wishlist ahead of the deadline this evening, and there are conflicting reports as to where that transfer stands. Men's Sport understands Tel is of interest, and reports in Germany suggest he prefers a move to United. However, Bayern are currently holding firm on their desire to include an obligation to buy the winger in the deal. United youngsters set to move to League Two. United youngsters Sam Mathers and Lewis Jackson are both set to sign for Tranmere Rovers on loan until the end of the season. Meanwhile, PA understands Ruben Curley is still in negotiations to make a permanent move to Stoke City. What Dorgu will bring to United? Speaking to United's official channels after signing for the Reds on Sunday, Dorgu has explained what he can bring to the squad. I think I'm going to bring a lot of intensity and physique on the pitch, and a lot of energy and running. For me, a strong mentality. It's the most important thing because there's a lot of talk about and around football. And you really need to be strong outside of football as well. And when I've been in Italy, I've lived alone. Of course, my family is visiting me a lot, but you need to be really good mentally to stay focused and being concentrated on football. United are suffering the same embarrassing Champions League fate as last season for the second season in a row. A Manchester United first-team player has escaped from Old Trafford in the January transfer window to try their luck in the Champions League knockout rounds. Jadon Sancho went all the way to the Wembley final with Borussia Dortmund last season. It would be quite some story if Marcus Rashford did the same with Aston Villa, having secured a loan move to Villa Park for the rest of the season. Sancho started the 2023-24 season as part of Erik ten Hag's first-team squad, as Rashford did in 2024-25. The latter scored the first goal of the Ruben Amorim era before being quickly discarded by the head coach. How United reacted to Garnacho decision? United staff are relieved the club did not sell Alejandro Garnacho in the winter transfer window. United rejected an offer from Napoli and Chelsea expressed